Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now Haskins on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, it's Haskins. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, D.
Throwing on second down. Haskins. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Check 43.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Niners' 24-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Garoppolo now. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Myles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, go.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Here we go. We ain't giving them nothing.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. On first down, here's Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10th. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 23-yard run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Army. Kill. Hey, watch that.
They go play action with Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 68 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's going to be a long day.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo gives to Breida. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40.
Here we go.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got some real estate inside the 30. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Second down, Haskins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Fournette. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
Ricky.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. This to Jarwin. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 30. Haskins now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Right there, 56. Let's go. Check safety, check safety.
Fournette. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game as his guys are back within a single score. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
44.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Let's go. We got this.
Now Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the pressure gets to him again. D Ford in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Mike spot 4.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long, looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Palardy now on the punt as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try and create a
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now Garoppolo under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
This is Fournette. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Fielded at the 20.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This is Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go. Here we go. Wait, 80. White. Mark 38. Mark 38.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Mark 38. Mark 38. Mark 38.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned. And
now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
54.
to throw on third down. Haskins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a give to Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now it's Haskins.
And this is why the head coach gets...
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. DeForest Buckner with a sack. The former number 7 overall pick.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. A good pickup there, a 22.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's got some space here.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Garoppolo finding Goodwin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeForest Buckner getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 96 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here we go.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27. And the return will actually lose 11 yards, but they get the interception. They have the football. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Jacksonville, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside